Or it's another episode of Stories for the Children, and I'm Christopher Isherwood. Now, remember me, I'm the playwright that wrote the famous Berlin stories. I wrote Cabaret, which was like the Liza Minnelli enormous musical that perhaps young people just don't know. I just think sometimes that young people, like kind of like, well, in my day it was called gay. And in Christopher Isherwood's day, it was called like queer. The formal name is homosexual. But, in the 1930s, Christopher Isherwood was in Berlin, Germany, and it was like a rollicking, sexual orgy filled party in Berlin. I don't know. It was the Weimar Republic, or maybe it's Weimar, Wiemar Republic, that preceded the change to Nazi Germany. And it was an enormous party. And there was sexual freedom. Anybody could go and make out with anybody else, regardless of gender. It was a free-for-all. And Christopher Isher was there, and he writes about it in some of his novels. Now, what do we want to talk about? This is a story for children. And we want to remind children that adults we're not supposed to tell you anything that's, I don't know what we're supposed to tell children. Because there's certain morality police that say, you shouldn't be talking to children. You should, only talk to adults. And the whole point of it is, who's deciding, what's suitable for children, or maybe of a certain age, but somebody else might say the certain age might be 50. Before age 50, before you really are ready to join our club. And to someone who's 17, that's like, I don't want to hang out with 50-year-olds. But you must have an initiation where knowledge is passed on from one generation to the next. And previous generations of humans had different kinds of formal institutions where older men could mentor younger men. What does mentor mean? Prepare them for leadership roles when the current level of Illuminati decide that they want to not do that particular job of overseeing you, and they say, are you ready to oversee yourselves yet? And if not, then they'll find some other better I don't know what they do. But do you always have somebody who's way more powerful than you in like telekinesis that's going to be your boss? Is that the way it works in the Illuminati? In other words, like the most powerful sorcerer on planet Earth is the top person at the top of the Illuminati pyramid. At the top of the pyramid, the top person is the most powerful sorcerer because he controls everyone else underneath him. Well, if you remember in Star Wars, the evil emperor had the complete governments of all of the star systems that all worked for him. So, I mean, Hollywood's figured out how to make that appear reasonable to us. And what do we want to talk about when it comes to more and more of this kind of stories about boys and girls? The answer is, well, at what point do you want to start playing the role of an adult? Frederick Forsyth was a great thriller author that wrote about adults that were playing spy games on planet Earth. And, the book wasn't censored. You could pick it up from most likely your public library and read about what some adult humans are expected to do with their lives. cat and mouse, spy versus spy. And then are you influenced by these ideas so that you yourself want to have a life of adventure and possible anyways, it's just another possibility that giving information to the internet allows people of whatever age access to a hell of a guy, a hell of a guy. I'm Christopher Isherwood, reporting from the grave.